Let's look at these. All right, the first four, we needed to change those from improper fractions into mixed numbers. Jonathan, what did you get for number one? Nothing? Well, let's do it now. So tell me what to do. Pretend like I know nothing. Huh? Well, when we see a fraction, what does it mean to do? Raymond, you want to help me out?
I don't really know.
Alexis, you divide. You divide what? 22 by 3? Okay. So how many times is 3 going to 22? How many times is 3 going to 22? 7 times? With a remainder of what? Jonathan, you need to stay on task. You said you didn't understand how to do this. You too, Raymond. You need to pay attention to what we're doing. Remainder of 1. That becomes the numerator part of the fraction of the mixed number. Over what? No, over the same what? Denominator. Thank you, Amy. 7 1/3 is what you should have gotten. To go from improper to mixed number, again, you divide the numerator by the denominator. T-bow, top in, bottom out. Or like I told y'all once before, I made up the little scenario. The king is on top, he goes in the castle, and the guy on the bottom is trying to pound his way in, the peasant. So he's the divisor, okay? So number 2. Mario, what did you get for number 2? 85 over 7. Did you do it? Why not? Evie? 12 and 1/7? Tell us how you got 12 and 1/7, Evie. 85 divided by 7? Good. How many times does 7 go into 8? Well, 1. It's 8 minus 7. Bring down to 5. 7 goes into 15. I'm guessing twice. We get 12 1/7. Okay. Does this help you refresh y'all's memories? I believe y'all learned this in 5th grade, I think? 5th grade? Okay. And we've also, we've revisited this throughout the whole part of this beginning part of the year as well. Number 3, 13/8. Jasmine, what did you get? Okay, well, let's do it together. You see what we're doing now, yes? Number 3, 13 over 8. Excellent. 1 and 5/8. Great, Jasmine. Bless you. 8 goes into 13 once with a remainder of 5 over 8. Does anyone think they got number 4? Moses? You didn't get number 4? Did anyone get number 4? Okay, we all talk you through it. Tell me what I need to do. Y'all tell me what I need to do. We're doing 122 divided by 9. So what do I do, Angel? know anything. You're teaching me. Thank you. 9 goes into 12 one time. 1 times 9 is 9. What's 12 minus 9? Huh? Y'all, speak up, please. What's 12 minus 9? 3. 3. Bring down the 2. So, again, Angel, 9 goes into 32 how many times? 3 times. Good. And what's 3 times 9? 27. Good. What's 32 minus 27? I'm sorry? 5. And that will become our numerator over that same denominator. So that's the answer to 122 over 9. The mixed number form of it is 13 and 5/9. Okay? Jonathan, you need to be working on this in your notebook. Okay? Again, the expectation, everything I put on the board, you certainly need to put in your notebook. And then now numbers 5 and 6, we're just going backwards. We're going from mixed number to improper. Okay? Natalie, what did you get for number 5?
2.
Yeah. How do you change from mixed number to improper fraction? And we're not dividing anything. Do you know Moses? Want to help her out, please? Very good. Very good. Multiply 2 times 7 and add 1. Around the world, right? So what's 2 times 7? 14. Plus 1? 15. Over what? 7. 15 sevenths. Guys, this is about, you're just doing the reverse now. Around the world. Multiply the whole number times the denominator. Add that numerator, becomes the new numerator over the same denominator. All of these warm-ups from this week have been reviewed. Okay? It's not new material. And then, Melanie. What'd you get for 9 and 5/8? You did not, okay, well, can you explain to me how to do it? Now that you know? Let's go down here, I know it's not ugly. So what am I going to do? Karen. Multiply 9 times 8, which is what? 72, and then what? Add 5, so what's 72 plus 5? 77 over 8. Excellent. Fantastic. Okay? It sounds to me, which is okay, our brains all go to mush sometimes, but it sounds to me, this was review. We need to go back and you need to take the initiative and do this stuff and, you know, study it. Do it over and over. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry? Do you have your planner?
No.
Then you can't. Okay. I'll let you go after I explain what y'all are getting to do. Okay? All right. So that was the warm-up. Now what we're going to do, and I will let you work with a partner. If it starts getting too loud, then I'll make you go to individual. I'm going to give you, it is 11:32. Okay, I'm going to give you 25 minutes. And this, it says quiz at the top, but don't worry, don't freak out. It's just 11 questions, and like 2 or 3 of them don't involve math at all. Okay? You're going to work with a partner, and then once the time is up, then I want to go over with you and give you the answers. And you're going to check your work. And this will be an excellent review to use to study over the weekend for that target test. Okay? This is going to cover everything that we've done for the past 2 weeks. Okay? So you can work with a partner. You're going to need your notes. All right? You and your partner work on it together. Only, I'll come around and check on y'all, but use me as your last resort. Okay? Because you can't use me on a test, right? Okay? So only if you and your partner are just like, man, we don't understand this at all. Okay? So like Amy and Bianca, you can work together. Karen, you have somebody to work with? Huh? Oh, okay. 2 for you. 2 for y'all. Let's keep it at a level 1. Mario, you can work along if you want. No, please don't lean back. No, put your foot down. You gonna work alone? Okay. Three. 2. You two better work. I'll separate you. 3. Have your notes and handouts out. Okay, it's way too loud already. Level 1. Level 1. Melanie, you may grab the pass now. Oh, let me set this. Let me set this for 25 minutes. Okay. So now that you've done this out, now you're going to solve it. Now you're going to give us the answers, right? Okay. Yes. Yep. The factor tree. You did it. Yes. Okay. You did it. Fantastic. How much is that? 6. So you could either write it down just like everybody else. 2. Or you could do what? I don't get this. Oh, sorry. Skinny one. Oh, no, yes. Oh, no, that's right. This way? write out the process. I'll be talking you through it as you're checking your work, okay? You got it right? Fantastic. Pat yourself on the back. That's excellent. If you didn't, here's the corrections you need to make. Because like I said before, this sheet is your study guide, your review for your target test on Monday, okay? That's why I want to make sure that you understand how to work them out step by step, and you understand, and you got the correct answers, okay? Now, number 1, it said write 3 to the 4th power in expanded form and standard form, which meant you needed to find the value, find the answer of it, okay? Does anyone need me to go over number 1? Okay? So again, just to reiterate, an exponent means you take that base number, and whatever the exponent is how many times you multiply that base number times itself. Okay. Now, 2 and 3, I have on the back of my sheet. So let me know when I can flip over. Yes, no, maybe, no. No, you're copying the other one. Okay, I'm going to turn it over. Well, here is the answer to number 2. Who did not get 2 to the 6th power? Everyone got 2 to the 6th power? Jonathan and Raymond, yes? Here it is. Or you could have written it out in expanded form. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Let me ask Bianca. What 2 numbers did you use at first? I used 8 and 8. You used the same thing. Did anyone use anything other than 8 and 8? No? Well, you could have also used, what, 2 and 32, 16 and 4. All right. For number 3, 360. Be honest by show of hands. Who got this one correct? Why is this so terrible? There we go. I'm sorry? 2 people? 3 people? Okay, stop the talking.
Oh, wow.
Well, here it is. The number 360. It has lots of factors. So if you get a large number like this, like on a test or wherever, and it ends in a 0, Jonathan, please turn around and pay attention. It's the last time I'm going to warn you. Or you'll be joining Raymond for lunch detention. Thank you. If it's a large number and it ends in 0, a really easy factor to always use is 10. Okay? And then, you don't know 10 times what will give you your number, then divide your number by 10 and you'll get the other factor. So that's how I got 36 and 10. 36 times 10 is 360. 10 breaks down to 5 and 2. Well, those are prime. So that's why I circled them. 36, I broke down to 9 and 4. You could use 12 and 3, or you can use 2 and 18, but I use 9 and 4. Doesn't matter. 9 breaks down to 3 and 3, and 4 breaks down to 2 and 2. So your final answer is what you see. 2 to the 3rd times 3 squared times 5. Can I turn it over? Number 4, you need to remember gem dots. What's the G stand for? Grouping, good. The E, exponents. The M,
Multiplication,
D,
division,
A,
addition,
S.
subtraction.
Okay, what if you've got more than one operation of multiplication division in it? What do you do? Huh? Work left to right? Not right to left, left to right. And if you have more than one of addition and subtraction, you do what? You do the same thing. Yes? Okay. So number 4, if you worked it out correctly, you should have gotten that. 36. Number 5, the second step you should have done was multiply. You do the exponent first, and you multiply second. And then you what? Add. Number 6, we already went over. That's steingas. And that's the order of operations. Number 7 was another order of operations problem. You should have gotten 46. What did we have to do first there? What do we have to do first there, Amy? Huh? For number 7. We had to do what? No. What do I have underlined? Number 7. Is there an exponent there? Yeah. All right, number 8 said simplify 3 times x plus 4 and then state what property you use to solve it or to simplify it. That is what we just learned on Wednesday. That's the distributive property. Whatever number is on the outside will be multiplied by every term on the inside of the parentheses. So even if there's 20 terms on the inside of the parentheses, you would multiply that outside number by all 20 of them. Okay? So 3 times x is 3x, plus 3 times 4 was 12, and it's distributive. And remember, if you don't see a number in front of the variable, what does that mean?
It's wrong.
It's what?
It's wrong.
An understood 1. Very good. Number 9, we just did this yesterday. Y'all liked it. It was about substitution. Now, they're telling us what the variables are. Yay! Okay? We can actually solve and give an answer. So for number 9, it said 4x to the second power plus 2y. And for x, you're going to replace it with 3, substitute it with 3, and y with -2. So that's what you saw me do here. So I'm going to have 4 times 3 squared plus 2 times -2. Now remember the one we did yesterday? What do we have to do first here in number 9? Are there any grouping symbols, Moses? In number 9?
No.
Huh? No. What do I do first here, Veronica? Okay, what is your GEMDOS? You have to go through GEMDOS. Like Ms. Meadows had shown you when we went over order of operations. Write GEMDOS next to each type of problem like that so you have it in front of you. Are there any grouping symbols for number 9? No. Grouping symbol means there's got to be an operation within the symbol. The only reason there's parentheses there is to let you know that you can't just write 43. You would think that that's 43 to the second power. That means 4 times 3 to the second power. Okay. There's no grouping symbols. What do you look for next?
Exponent.
Is there an exponent in there?
Yes.
Yes. So that's why I underlined this. Before you do 4 times 3, that's wrong. You have to perform the exponent part of this first. So I carried over my 4 times, and 3 to the second power was 9. Plus, now, the exponents are gone. Is there multiplication? Yes. 2 times -2 was a -4. And then before I add, I had to multiply. 36 plus -4 is 32. How are we doing on these so far?
Good.
Good? Do they help working in partners? Y'all learn from each other?
It was fun.
Good, I'm glad it was fun and rewarding at the same time. And we're learning. Number 10. Which of the below are the associative properties? Well, you had to know your definition, didn't you? Okay. Well, you were able to use your notes and your handouts and all of that. And I understand, you're not going to learn a definition overnight. You know, even sometimes I forget after a while, what's associative property again? Okay. So, if you looked at your notes, you would have figured it out, and it was B. The associative property of addition and multiplication states that it does not matter where the grouping symbols are placed. You're still going to get the same results, the same answer. Okay? And I worked out B to show you. And then 11. How do you know the answer to number 10? Because it's about grouping. That's what the associative. Mario? How do you know the answer to number 10? It's about grouping. Are there any questions? Do you need me to see, or do you need to see me work out something? All of these questions on here are the types of questions, the materials, the skills that you've learned over the past 2 weeks. So you can see any one of these type on your target test on Monday. Is there anything you want me to review or go over with you one more time? No? So that means we're all going to make 100 on the test?
No.
I hope so. So how do you feel about this material? You feel pretty comfortable with it? Okay. This is your review. This is what you need to study over the weekend. So what's on Monday? Mario? What's on Monday? The target test. Well, we got 3 minutes. So what I'd like you to do quietly, don't get up yet. Start putting your things together. Start putting your things together. If you want, you may start putting your notebooks up. You take them home to study out.